This is Randy Couture, and you're watching M&F Live.
Alright, we're with Expendables 2 star, Randy Couture. First of all, thanks for doing this, Randy. Appreciate it.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Just a few questions. First up, what effect did your military experience have on your athletic career?
It was a very formative time in my life from the age of 19 to 25. You know, I grew a lot. I learned a lot about myself, and I think the adversities and things that I faced, living overseas, wearing the uniform, and competing in the sport of wrestling during that time period were very formative for me. I think I realized I could compete at a high level internationally through my time in the Army. I was the alternate on the '88 Olympic team as a soldier. I learned a ton living in Germany for 3 years, my first duty station, and I think in a lot of ways I developed a lot of who I am during that period.
Has your training changed since you retired from fighting?
Training is a little bit different. Obviously, juggling the travel schedule and getting regular workouts in is always a challenge, but the intensity that I used to work out at to be in shape for fights and to go into training camps for fights obviously isn't there anymore, and there's a need to be there. So I'm enjoying workouts a lot more now. It's more for fun, because it's what I love to do. It's what I have a passion for. So I'm still grappling. I'm still doing some mitt work. I'm still with the strength coach, Jake, 3 days a week, and I get on the mat and spar with the guys every now and then. So that's all just fun for me.
Is it easy to keep up with those guys that you spar with? The young guns.
I can still rule the yard when I have to, but yeah, I have no illusions. I'm definitely not 25 anymore.
Right. Your character in Expendables 2, can you compare that to what you did in the Army?
I obviously no war going on when I was in the service from '82 to '88. Honduras and Panama were the biggest things that happened, and I wasn't in elite forces. I was an air assault qualified soldier for the 101st Airborne Division, but never saw any combat, never saw anything like that. So, Toll Road's a stark warrior. I mean, that's what he does. He's a mercenary. He goes out and does the things that nobody else really wants to do. Right. So, I really had other than I know what it's like to wear the uniform. I know what it's like to carry around a weapon, and did a lot of shooting through the years. To actually have to shoot at somebody or have somebody shoot at me, I never experienced that.
What are the difference between, say, choreographed fighting for movies and, fighting for real? Like, what techniques do you have to use or abandon?
Well, anytime you're catering to the camera, reality goes right out the window. I mean, you're not trying to make contact and really knock somebody out. You're trying to create the illusion that you made contact and knock somebody out. And it's a whole different thing when there's a camera angle to account for, to make things look right. And I mean, how many co-stars would you have if you really started whacking guys, and punching them in the grill? I've hit a couple stunt guys accidentally, and most of them are pretty cool. It's what they do for a living. But most of your co-stars and the guys that you're really in fights with and stuff, they don't want to get punched in the face.
Any other movies coming out by any chance?
I've got Hijack coming out on DVD the end of July, so that'll hit Redbox and Netflix and all that stuff here on the 30th of July.
What are 3 things every guy over 40 should be doing to stay, strong, athletic, healthy, all that stuff?
The 3 things I think they need to be doing is they need to be incorporating some sort of workout routine or regimen into their life. I think they need to eat good whole foods, and I use a fasting program that's good for anti-aging, release of hormones into your system, and jump-starting your body's own production of those hormones. There's a huge thing now with the TRT and all that, and some of the athletes in MMA getting approved for TRT, and I just think it's a short-sighted view. And they talk about male menopause and all those sorts of things when testosterone levels, especially as you get over 35, start to naturally dip. And so finding ways through the fasting program and through good supplementation to jumpstart your own body's production of the hormones that you need, the testosterone and the growth hormone, rather than putting it in from some external source that you're now going to have to do for the rest of your life, is a lot better way to look at it. And I think those are some pretty important things that are going to help you both stave off aging. Don't give up the fight, you know, keep working out, keep doing the things you've done since you were 15. Don't let go of those things. Yeah, it feels a little bit different, and you got to be a little smarter about it, but don't give it up.
That was a great shot. That was so cool. So cool.